Hi, my name is Andrea Ferreiros and I will be teaching you how to make and find a break-even point. So I will begin by defining what a break-even point is. A break-even point is the point where the business is generating enough revenue to cover all of its costs. New firms are not likely to achieve break-even points quickly due to the fact that the setup costs for these new firms tend to be very high and the revenues tend to be very low because people don't know about this product because it is new. So the break-even point serves for businesses to create a plan to identify the time where the revenues match, the total revenue might match the total cost of the company. So I will begin by explaining where each line goes and move forward outlining some figures. To begin with, the fixed cost, which is this one, is always horizontal, and this is because they are expenses that are not dependent to the goods and services produced. For example, we have rents and salaries that have to be paid monthly or annually in some cases, which are very rare cases, but they happen. So the fixed costs are the costs that will always, the company will always have to pay. Then we have the total cost. The total cost is equal to the fixed cost plus the variable cost. Therefore, at zero output, which is right here, all of the costs are fixed because there's no selling or buying of the goods and services. Therefore, there's no revenue. And the total revenue curve, which is this blue one right here, begins at zero because if no goods and services are sold, therefore there is no revenue for the company. The more goods and services sold, the total revenue will increase, and the slope of this line is basically determined by the price of the good and service. In this next graph, we can see what the break-even point is exactly, which is the intersection between the total revenue and the total cost, which is the PEB, and then we have the PER. In this case, the PER is the level of sales revenues being earned when a break-even point occurs, where total cost and total revenue lines intersect in the break-even output. So in this case, to the left of the PED, the difference between the total cost and the total revenue is the loss. And to the right, we can see that the difference between the total revenue and the total cost is the gain. So in this next example, we can verify what we were saying, and we can see that the fixed costs in this case are 40, 80, 400, 800. The contributions are these ones, and the break-even quantity is this one. So going down to the fixed, to our PED chart, we can see that the maximum capacity is if you are given a maximum capacity, then you should use this as a guide. And it is what the company is able, and it is the total amount of the quantity of the good and services that can be produced. And tracing a horizontal line, you can see the price of what they are, the price of the goods and services. So in this case, you begin to trace your total revenue cost, which I stated before, starts at zero. And then the total fixed cost, which in this case, the total fixed cost to create this good or service was 0.48, which is a horizontal line. And then the total cost, which starts at the fixed cost because what we said before. And in this case, the intersection between total revenue and total cost is the interpretation of the break-even point. I hope this helped. Thank you very much.